So, linear programming is a mathematical method for determining a way to achieve the best outcome in a given mathematical model for some list requirements represent as a linear relationship. The simplex method is a popular approach for solving linear programming problems. In a simplex maximization problems, the goal is to maximize an objective function subject to a set of linear constraints. These constraints are inequalities and they often include the greater than symbol. So I have here my first example of linear, of greater than maximization method containing greater than symbol. So a farmer has 240 acres of land available to plant wheat and barley to produce a high-quality blend of animal feed. The farmer must plant at least 60 acres of barley. Each acre of wheat requires 2 hours of labor and 1 hour of labor, and 2 hours of machinery work, while each acre of barley requires 1 hour of labor and 2 hours of machinery work. The farmer can afford to spend up to 500 hours on labor and 400 hours on machinery work. The profit is $200 per acre for wheat and $300 per acre for barley. Maximize the farmer's profit. So, here are the solution. Let X be the number of acres of wheat planted and Y be the number of acres of barley planted. For this is we write the objective function. Maximize Z equals 2X plus 300Y. Subjective to the constraints is 2X plus Y less than 500. Labor constraints X plus 2Y less than 400. Machinery constraints Y greater than 60. Minimum barley constraints X plus Y greater than and less than 240. Total line constraints X greater than 0 and X greater than 0, Y greater than 0. So in my report, the number of labor and machinery cannot be negative. So we'll solve this step by step using the simplex method. Let's start with setting up the initial tableau by converting inequalities into equation by slack variables. So our slack variables is we're just going to add S1 to the labor constraints and S2 for 400 constraints. So 2X plus Y plus S1 is 500. X plus 2Y plus S2 equals 400. Y greater than 60 minimum barley constraints. Then after that, we're going to do the initial tableau. Basic variables S1, S2, S3, S4, and Z. So X is 2, 1, 0, 1, negative 200. Y 1, 2, 1, 1, negative 300. S 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. S2 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. S3 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. S4 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. And our RHS is 500, 400, 60, 240, and 0. Next, so select the pivot column. The most negative coefficient in the bottom row corresponding to variable X is 200. So I is negative 200. So X the basis. Okay, let's compute the ratio of RHS to the coefficient in the pivot column. So, S1 is 500 over 2 equals 250. S2 is 400 over 1 equals 400. S3 60 over 0 is undefined. S4 240 over 1 equals 240. So, divide the pivot row by the pivot column to make it 1. Use the row operations to make other entries is the pivot column to 0. Repeat this step until all coefficients in the bottom row are non-negative. So, still our tableau is have negative in the lower row, bottom row. So we just going to repeat the step 1, 2, 3, which is this one and this one and this one. Okay. So the pivot row is S1 as it has the smallest positive ratio. Now let's update the tableau. Performing row operation to make the pivot element coefficient of x in S1 equal to 1 and eliminate other coefficient in the pivot column. So let's do the tableau. Is the updated tableau. We need to select the entire variable which will be determined by the most negative coefficient in the bottom row. Here y negative 300 is the most negative, so y will enter the basis. Next we need to select the pivot row. To determine this, we compute the ratios of RHS to the coefficient of the entire variables in each row. So again, we just repeat our solving like this. So we just divide the pivot row by the pivot column to make it 1, and use row operation to make other entries in the pivot column 0, and we just still repeat it. So now we update the tableau using elementary row operation to make the pivot element equal to 1 and eliminate other coefficient in the pivot column. After updating the tableau is this, and we continue the process until the coefficients of the bottom row are non-negative. We need to select the entire variable which is determined by the most negative coefficient in the bottom row, and here, as you can see, there are no negative coefficients, indicating that the current solution is optimal. Now that we've reached the optimal solution, we interpret the tableau. Here is x equals 240 $250 profit. This means the farmer should plant 250 acres of wheat and 75 acres of barley to maximize profit, resulting in a total profit of $6,250. Next, we are to my second example. So here, a furniture manufacturer produce two types of chairs: standard chairs and deluxe chairs. Each standard chair requires 3 hours of labor and 2 hours of woodworking, while each deluxe chair requires 5 hours of labor and 4 hours of woodworking. The company has 300 hours of labor and 200 hours of woodworking available each week. Additionally, due to storage limitation, they can produce at most 50 standard chairs. The profit for each standard chair is $50, and for each deluxe chair it is $80. Determine the number of each type of chair and manufacturer should be produced each week to maximize the profit. So here are solution for the second example. So as we do in my first example, we just repeat the same solution, and as you can see, I just write active function, which is maximize z equals 50x plus 80y, and subjective for the constraints is 3x plus 50y less than 300, which is the labor constraints, and 2x plus 4y less than 200, woodworking constraints, and x greater than 50, storage constraints for standard chair. X greater than 0, non-negativity constraints. And as I said earlier, that number of labor constraints and woodworking constraints must not be negative. So we do the slack variable. So here, 3x plus 5y plus s1 is, which is the first variable of slack variable, equals 300 labor constraint. 2x plus 4y plus s2, which is our second variable, equals 200 woodworking constraints. So x less than 50 storage constraints for standard chair. So here are initial stabilo for slack variable. Basic variable is s1, s2, s3, and z. X is 3, 2, 1, and negative 50. Y is 5, 4, 0, negative 80. And S1 is 1, 0, 0, 0. S2 is 0, 1, 0, 0. S3 is 0, 0, 1, 0. RHS is 300, 250, and 0. And as we solve this one, we just going to divide the pivot row by the pivot column to make it 1, and use the row operation to make other integers with the pivot column 0, and we just going to repeat the step 1, 2, and 3. Next, after that, the updated tableau is this, and as you can see, the negative and this tableau is negative 80, and we will just repeat the same process as like this. So x 50 negative over to 0 equals undefined. S2 150 negative 4 over 4 equals 37.5. S1 250 over 5 equals 50. And after updating the tableau, here is the next tableau we did. elementary row operation to make the pivot element equal to 1 and eliminate other coefficient in the pivot column. After updating the tableau, here is our new tableau. And as you can see in our tableau, there is no negative in the bottom row. And it, it indicates that the current solution is optimal. Now that we've reached the optimal solution, we interpret the tableau. X equals 50 standard chairs of type X standard chair. Y equals 50 chairs of type Y deluxe chairs, and Z equals $2,750 profits. This means the manufacturer should produce 50 standard chairs and 50 deluxe chairs each week to maximize profit, resulting in total